Did you know that turning your frown upside down will not only benefit your face from looking prettier or nicer, it will also benefit your mind in a more positive direction. In an October 5th, 2017 article in Henry Ford, Dr. Alexa Norwood states, whether you call it a grin, a smirk, a beam, or a smile, there's no denying the benefits that we receive, whatever you call it. There's no debating the benefits a smile has. Positive start to the day would be a smile. That's a positive start to the day. A smile makes you feel positive. It's just, if you don't believe me, here, how about waking up to this? Does this make you smile? What a terrible day to even try. Maybe tomorrow. Would that make you smile? That would make you want to start your day. I wouldn't want to get out of bed if I saw that. Or this. Bad morning. No, it doesn't make me smile. It doesn't make me feel good. I want to feel good. I want to read something like this. No one's going to ruin this day for me. No one. I want to read something like that. And then I'll feel the good in the morning, and I'll be able to go proceed with my day. So instead of all the negatives, just make it positive. Turn it into positive so that you can actually feel the good in the morning. While a smile goes a long way, you have to lessen the negative thoughts. This is not going to end with a smile. You have to continue working on it by working on the negative thoughts that you tell yourself throughout the day. And in an article in the Mayo Clinic in January 21st, 2020, they have a list of negatives versus positives, and I just took 3 from there. The first one is, I've never done it before. I'm not going to do it. Instead of saying that, how about, it's an opportunity to learn something new. Let me try it. Instead of saying, there's no way that would work. Maybe try, I'll find a way to make it possible. How about, it's too complicated. I don't want to do it. It's too complicated. Instead of saying that, you would say, let me look at this from a different angle. Maybe I'll figure it out somehow. The positive thoughts the positives will eventually take over. However, it's just not an overnight matter. So you have to continuously work on this. It takes practice and it takes awareness. And I'm Melissa. I'm a recovering negative self-talker, and my awareness was the key. So I didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't realize I was a negative talker until I realized it. So my new positive mindset clearly did not happen overnight, and it's still under construction, and I'm proud. The Mayo Clinic has an article, January 21st, 2020, positive thinking just means you approach unpleasantness in a more positive and productive way. You think the good, not the bad. It's more productive to be positive. So I had to do a bunch of research to find what worked best for me. In the Mayo Clinic, an August 19, 2020 article, Katie Bernard states, an all-or-nothing approach to this, it will not work. You can't have, I'm going to start today, I'm going to be positive, that's it. You need that balance in there. So instead of an all-or-nothing approach, Katie suggests you try to challenge those negative thoughts with the positive thoughts. So like the examples that I gave you, just challenge the negatives. And people just stress too much and they're too miserable. So why would you want to live the only life that you have in misery? And I know that every single one of you sitting in this room can think of one, if not more, people that just have that negative thinking, and that's the only thing that they know. Everything is a rebuttal, negative rebuttal. So with keeping them in mind, wouldn't they be so much more pleasant to be around if, let's say, they said your I can't, like instead of saying you can't, say you can. And wouldn't they be more pleasant to be around? As you think, so shall you be. Like the just like simple analogies like that. Just catch yourself with the negative thoughts when they come, and change them into the positive. Practice, it makes progress. So the more that you do this, turning the positives and turning the negatives into positives with a smile, with just a reverse of a negative thought, it will come. And eventually you won't even have to think about it. It'll just come. And it seems so simple when I say that. But let's say you walk out the door and you're like, you hear all this and yeah, I'm going to do this. And then you walk out the door and it's a perfect opportunity when you're stuck in traffic and you get cut off. It's a perfect opportunity to practice this. And instead of, oh, blah, 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 you can just, okay, he's in a hurry. I see that. I'm okay. I'm safe. I'm getting where I need to be. He's none of my business, and I'll just continue on. That's all. Turn the radio up. I don't know. Do what you got to do. Just be a little more positive about your life. That's the perfect opportunity to try and test this out. And it's just there's a friend of Wayne Dyer. He's a motivational speaker. A friend of Wayne Dyer. He shared this story in one of his speeches. Portia Nelson had to write her life story in 5 chapters on a 5x7 card, so she had minimal space. What she wrote was, Chapter 1, I walked down the street. There was a deep hole in the sidewalk. I fell in. I'm lost. It takes me forever to get out, and it's not my fault. Chapter 2, same street. She walks down, she sees the hole, she falls in again. She pretends she didn't see it that time. It's not her fault, and it takes her a long time to get out. And chapter 3, same street, she walks down. It's a deep hole. This time she sees it, and she still falls in. Now it's becoming a habit. I know where she knows it's her fault, and it's easy for her to get out. Chapter 4, she walked down the same street with the deep hole in the sidewalk, and she walked around it. So now she's getting smarter. And then chapter 5, she walked down a different street. So thinking negative is a way of living that causes stress and possibly premature death. According to a September 22nd, 2014 article in NPR, it says, don't sweat the small stuff. It can kill you. And if you're in misery, now is the time to walk down a different street. A smile, maybe even singing a tune down the street to your favorite song, whatever it may be. Just start to become aware of your thoughts, and if they're negative, challenge them with some positive ones. Turn the I can'ts into I cans, and do it creatively. Just challenge yourself. And so we know a negative mind causes misery, and with this being the only life that we have, with a smile in the morning and keeping away our thoughts throughout the day, it'll cause a positive effect on our minds. And the Mayo Clinic is a great source to start with. They're ranked #1 for the 6th year, the best hospital of the year. So I trust what they say. I don't think it's a secret. Smile less, live less. Smile more. Life is full of capacity. Hope you enjoyed.